Welcome back to the Whisky Couch here in sunny South Africa with me, GUSTAV MULLER, as your host. This is Whisky Tasting and Food Pairing number 108, and today's whisky is the Rock Oyster. Rock Oyster, a blended malt from Douglas Laing. Douglas Laing, a family-owned private bottler since 1946 or 48, and they have bottled some wonderful blended malts in the past, and time flies because it's already the third one in this series that I'm doing. I've already reviewed the Scallywag and the Timorous Beastie, and today it is the Rock Oyster from Douglas Laing. It says here on the gift box, this is the beautiful gift box, Rock Oyster. Now the Scallywag was the Speyside blended malt with a couple of Speyside single malts, and the Timorous Beastie was the Highland blended malt with a couple of Highland single malts, and this is now the Maritime, the island version. So it says here, prize open a rock oyster gathered from deep beneath the ocean waves, and you'll be lucky indeed to find a pearl. The real treasure, though, is hidden. Tasty, delicious inside, rich with the flavors of the sea. It's non-chill filtered, which is wonderful. It's bottled at 46.8% alcohol by volume, and a marriage of some of Scotland's finest, most maritime and characterful aged malts, including those distilled on the rightly esteemed islands of Islay, Jura, Arran and Orkney. So I look forward to this one. I really enjoyed the previous two, the Scallywag and the Timorous Beastie, and I look forward to sharing my findings with you on this one. Blended malt made up of island single malts. A very pale color, the lightest colored one so far, like a white wine color. The Timorous Beastie was a little bit darker, and the Scallywag was even darker than this one. Sweet smoke, wonderful, immediately available on the nose. Sweet smoke, vanilla, lemon. There's a lemon lime note on the nose. Sea salt and sweet fruit. And a grassy note on this one, the Rock Oyster. A bit grassy for me and a bit earthy. I found the earthiness in the previous one as well, the Timorous Beastie. This is a wonderful nose. This is the best nose so far on the three that I've done. Beautiful. Wow, powerful. Youthful, no age statement. All three of them so far. So young, youthful, vibrant, energetic. And the sweet peat smoke, sweet light peat smoke with the sea salt and honey. It's almost like salted honey. Liquorice. I'm getting some liquorice as well. Some pepper, crushed pepper, a little bit of herbs, and again lemon and lime that I got on the nose, on the palate as well, with a bit of spices, almost like a seaweed as well. You really get that sea maritime idea. It's like drifting on the ocean close to the rocks where the waves are breaking, and you get that mist, that sea air mist with the broken shellfish and the wood from this little boat that you're drifting on. Excellent. The finish, it's got the longest finish so far for me, if I consider the three that I've just done, the Scallywag and the Timorous Beastie and this one. A longish finish, a slight nuttiness to the finish, but the salty and oiliness is the most prominent, warming and slightly dry. And I am very curious to see what a half a teaspoon of water will do. 46.8% alcohol by volume. Let's see what a bit of water will do to this white wine colored, very light color, lime candy. That's what I'm picking up now. So the lime and lemon that I got previously is now developed into a lime candy note. Very soft with water, just a few drops of water and it's changed to a soft whiskey. So I'm wondering, I probably won't recommend adding water to this particular expression. There's a little bit extra sweet smoke and sea salt, but the spiciness and the alcohol burn, everything incredibly soft. So my summary would be everything you want in a maritime malt whiskey expression. That'll probably be my summary. And I must add to that, it might be a little bit pricey. All three of them, the Scallywag, the Timorous Beastie and the Rock Oyster, for a no-age statement, 700 South African rand, 800, 38 pounds, and around $60 in the US, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe a little pricey because there are other blended malts very good for much less. So that is my only criticism. Otherwise, quite a decent blended malt. If you want to pair this whiskey with a food snack, then I would recommend that you connect with the lemon lime notes in the flavor profile of this whiskey, or the honey notes. But for today, let me just think. If you want to connect to those aspects, then I would say lime chocolates, lemon lime chocolates, the caramel toffee kind of notes, the honey rather. I would go for a Rolo chocolate. That could work very well, or dark chocolate with sea salt. Otherwise, some seafood, shellfish, which is on the sweeter side, so that you can balance the saltiness of this whiskey with a little bit of sweetness on the other side. But for today, I have got two pairings that I'm going to try. The first one is a salmon and prawn terrine on a cracker. Salmon and prawn terrine on cracker. So I've got the sea element in the terrine, and I've got the slight saltiness of the cracker, and I want to see if this works. Oh, this is just incredible. It brings out the sweet notes that was previously sort of hidden in the whiskey. It just brings that out. It is absolutely wonderful. A seafood terrine. You're going to have to try this at your soonest opportunity. And now I'm going to try something different. So I'm going to go to the other side of the spectrum with something salty. An olive with a bit of Gouda cheese. So the cheese is on the sweeter side, but the olive on the salty side. And I want to see if this works. Very different. wow. Now you enhance the saltiness of the whole experience. And this is now very difficult because I don't know which one is the best, because I will give both of them between 4 and 4.5 out of 5 as a pairing. On the one side, the seafood terrine, salmon and prawn terrine on a salty cracker, and on the other side, the salty olive with the sweetish cheese. Man, both of them very good experiences. Wonderful. Thank you for watching. I hope you had a good dram that you enjoyed while you watched this video, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow when I get to the 4th in this series of Douglas Laing Blended Malts. Sláinte.